everyone, Julian here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make hard trance techno like EARGASM God, Funk Tribute, this new style that's really blowing up. So go along this video, you can get this full template at the top of the description on my website. Don't miss out, guys. It's really a great template. I really haven't seen anything else like this on the market for this style. So go ahead and grab that. It really helps support, and it's going to help support you guys making your best tracks. Links at the top of the description. Let's dive in. Alright, so run 160 BPM, a bit faster, right? Gives you that like intense groove. Starts up here with this kick. So you can see we've got this kick. I'm actually using a high pass filter, but not that much of the high pass. Really, it's more for the drive. And you can see we've got it tuned. Right? And you can easily tune a kick. All you have to do is listen to it with your bass line and just put it up a few octaves. And see, when it's in tune, you'll be able to hear that. So we've got that kick. Then we have our bass. So this is playing the chord progression. It's both of these basses playing the same thing. What we're doing here is we're doing root. So we're in A sharp minor here. So we're doing like root note, minor 7th, 5th, 6th, right? It's this very nicely resolving sort of melody. Right, like it hits that 5th and it's almost like creates a bit of tension, and then it resolves when you hit the 6th there. For the sound, it's 2 layers. So we've got like our main sub bass slash like, you know, classic trance pluck bass. No FM here in operator. So we're using, the saw wave with a square wave and then a triangle wave for like a sub. And the triangle wave is an octave up too. That's a good way to make a really fat bass. If you put that in the same octave, you can see it's not as full as if you actually put that sub oscillator up an octave. We got a low pass filter with a little bit of an envelope on that to make it punchy. Then we have this layer. So what's happening here is this is also operator. It's also no FM. So we just got a saw wave and then a square wave. Low pass filter with another envelope on it. A high pass, a bit of distortion, right, to give it that like crunchy sort of thing so it sits well on top of the other bass. And then we're high passing after the distortion too, because that can add a little bit of low end sometimes. Then we have our trance gate pad. So this is the same chord progression as what you saw before. It's literally just triads, meaning basic 3-note chords, root note, 3rd, and 5th, right? The most basic voices to like tell you what chord it is, right? Give you a 5th as well, so you know you can hear that, and then the 3rd to tell you like what type. Now what we're doing here is we're putting the 5ths down an octave. Normally it would be like that, so it would go root note, 3rd, 5th, but by putting it down an octave it inverts the chord and you get kind of a different flavor. And it really helps like to kind of lead and have those 3rds up top. I find that makes it very like, it just really makes the actual, like, what type of chord it is very pronounced. So, for the sound, what we're doing here is we've got wavetable. So, first off, I'm putting this up 2 octaves, and then we have this chord, which is, so we've got the main MIDI playing, and then this is also adding every single note an octave down as well. We're using the sweep saw wavetable. We've got a low pass filter on it. No modulation, just a bit of unison on shimmer mode. We get some chorus. And then I'm using a sidechain gate. So what we're doing is we're creating this trance gate effect using the sidechain on the gate. So what you do is you take this. We have this operator here, which is just some white noise. And then you have it playing the pattern. And then by sidechaining, you take a gate and then sidechain it to that on the pad. And there you go, you get the pattern. Now you need to make sure you turn this return down. Because see, it's not as tight if you have that. And then by default, it's set up like that. And you can play with these other settings as well. You know, it just really depends on your track. We've got a little bit of delay on ping pong, a bit of reverb. High pass and this auto pan to make it bounce off the kick like that. Then we have this little vocal stab. So it's playing this melody, right? You know, it's pretty simple. It's just 6 notes. It kind of drones while the bass plays. Now, for the sound on this one, what we're doing here is it's actually this little vocal stab sample. So I took that, and then what we're doing is we're actually using a low pass filter with an envelope on it inside of the sampler here. So that's how you get that punchy, like kind of like pluck to the vocal. Right, because without it, it just sounds like a normal vocal stab. And I heard that in some of their tracks. It's like a very subtle detail to it, but if you add that, it's just going to make it that much more punchy, and it really works with this groove. We got a little bit of delay, ping pong, reverb. We've got this auto pan, which is also giving it that like sidechain effect. And then we're high passing this. Definitely you want to make sure you high pass this, you know, because if there is any low end, it's going to mess it up. Then we've got the drums. Now, the drums here are going to be pretty simple, right? You know, it's really just going to be like this main groove of like a big fat hi-hat that'll sit on top of that kick and bass. Right? And really bounce off the kick, too. Like, if you're going to have this big, huge kick, you have to have a hi-hat that's as fat as that, right? So what we're doing is we've got 2 layers. This one, this like really punchy hi-hat. And then this one, which is like a DMX drum machine hi-hat, which has a high pass and then a little bit of reverb on it. And there you go. They just make like a really fat hi-hat together. Then we've got this one, 16th notes, a little bit of this tambourine, which creates a nice groove with the main one. And then we have a clap, which is made of 2 layers. So we got this one, like a really short, just. And then this, which gives you more of a and you put those together. And it'll sit right on top of the mix. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. And let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Like I said in the beginning, you can get this full project at the top of the description. Link is right at the top of the description. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. Every little bit helps. Plus, this is a great template that I promise if you grab it, you will make the best hard trance techno track of your life today. Thank you so much for the support, guys. This stuff really helps. Definitely go grab that. I'll see you tomorrow with another video.